I would say it's not everybody's cup of tea to have brickwork as an exposed material, but it's a very textured material. It can be a very beautiful material. It reflects the light. The house is also inspired by the practice's interest in Japanese architecture, but it's also inspired in part by the more historic Bauhaus architecture, where you will often see black materials used, whether it be black render, black brick, timber, metal in particular. In Japan, one of the materials that is used a lot in Japan is called Shou Sugi Ban, charred larch. We had never completed a house with charred larch before, but we thought that the Shou Sugi Ban would complement the black brick very nicely. It has a slightly more rough edge texture than the brickwork. It softens the top half of the building, I think. It's mainly on the front, but we do have it on the back as well of the building. I think it's been very successful. We've used it not in standard widths, so we varied the width dimensions and created a sort of ad hoc grid, which I think also gives it a nice randomness. The window frames are also black aluminium. So the materials have been selected to complement each other externally and create this black facade. Shou Sugi Ban wasn't the initial port of call. We were initially looking at maybe a cedar cladding, timber cladding, and applying a natural wood stain to it. But that seemed to be the easy solution, and we didn't think it was going to be the most interesting or appropriate solution. So we found the Shou Sugi Ban specialist, and they gave us some prices which began to match the cost of buying the raw cedar product and then applying the stain. We didn't char it on site. It can be charred on site. But the company we were working with do char it in their warehouse, and we felt that that was a better solution than trying to set the building on fire. You know, the product that we have is, I can't fault it at all. We've used it also on the main entrance gate to complement the black brickwork and just tie various elements of the building through from the exterior. I can't wait to use it again. In fact, we're looking to use it on a much bigger project now. We're reliably informed, that it will remain in the form that it is at the moment without any undue weathering. It shouldn't silver. It will stay in the black charred form. So there's no future maintenance, which is another good reason for potentially going for it. If you go for cedar and stain it, you might end up restaining every 5 years. So it's generally maintenance free. So it's very, very easy to apply. It's screwed in so that, you know, if we have to get access for any reason in the future, we can just simply unscrew some of the timber panels themselves. The initial costs are a little bit more expensive, definitely. But I think when you take account of the treatment that you might have to provide to natural timber products and the future maintenance, I think it then begins to balance out in terms of the longevity costs.